Live.
Yes, I see GMS Monarch, GMS Feel the Faith. I see that. GMS Feel the Faith. Yeah.
All right, we good. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right, we the real Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out to preach the downfall of Babylon, which Babylon means America, which America means bitter. All right, and this has been a bitter captivity for the Israelites, man. All right, you so-called Latino Native Americans, man. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, off the 12 tribe sign. All right, and before we get started with today's lesson, we're going to turn to the east and give all glory and praise to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harukakudash.
double honors to the apostles of GMS who ruled well and taught us this truth. And peace and salutations to Yakim across the four corners of the globe, preaching the downfall, all right, and sincerity. All right? Shalom.
Shalom. Apostles calling this year, okay, the year, hopefully year of our deliverance and the destruction of Esau and judgment of Esau Edom.
Right, and as you can see, that's what's happening, man. These people are divided all the way around, man. All right, Esau is going at Esau's neck, man. All right, you will have civil war in America, man. They just had protesters called Hands Off. That happened last week. There's gonna be more protesters. Why? Because it's time for this devil to go down, man. All right, the tariffs. All right, that's gonna be very significant because what is that gonna cause? Hyperinflation. All right, 1 minute Trump said, okay, we're gonna hit him with 40, then we're gonna raise it up 50, then now he at what, 145? All right, China come back, oh, we're gonna go with 84% tariff, or now we're gonna double back with what was it,
125.
125? All right, what is that gonna trigger, man? That's gonna trigger instability, man. And why is these markets going up 2,000 points and falling down another 1,500 points? Why? Because it's unstable. This is the same thing that happened in 1929, all right, with the Great Depression. You had the dot-com bubble in 1999, 2008. You had the housing bubble. In 2025, you got the everything bubble, man. All right? So bring that out, man.
This is Mark chapter 3, verse 23 in the NLT. Yahushua called them over and responded with an illustration. How can Satan cast out Satan? He asks, verse 24, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse.
Right, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. They just came out with a movie called Civil War, man. All right, letting you know what's about to happen before it happens. But the only people are watching are the elect, man. 144,000. All right, starting with our elders of GMS on down to the younger brothers, man. All right, you're gonna have a civil war. Yeah, 1/3 women and children, the friends and the family of the prophets, man. All right, that's the only people who are in the loop. All right, but while you out here, they said that the games have risen. When you go to a basketball game, it's 25% higher than last year. They still paying it, all right?
Yeah. And all them Jordan that you niggas and women like to wear and buy, them G Nikes, all the Snow White G Nikes. Everybody out here got a pair of them. Or even had a pair of them on the course of the last 20-some years. That's for the skyrocket way up. $400, $300, $400 a pair for the all white G Nikes or the all black G Nikes. All right, this is the pressure that's been applied, okay, through these tariffs. Okay, so one may inquire, what is a tariff? Okay, it's an imposed tax from a government on a foreign country on their goods and services, man. Okay, to cause them to do what? All right, rise up, man. Okay, so that's what's going to go on in Babylon the Great. You can expect groceries to elevate. All right, the price of them are going to elevate. Like the brother said, going to these damn venues, these concerts. They like to go to concerts. I had to go to football games, basketball games. Okay, but in order to go there, and that price just to go there is going to be high. You got to get gas to go there, and the gas price is going to shoot up, skyrocket through the roof, man. Okay, so you got people today, especially you Israelites, who have to work 2 and 3 jobs. Okay, especially the nigga woman, the Puerto Rican woman, Dominican woman, whatever you want to, all the way down to the so-called Israelite woman. They working 2 and 3 multiple jobs. Now they all in Amazon. All right, all nations in Amazon right now. Particularly these tribes on here right now. They paying $19 an hour right now. I'm still struggling right now. It's not. I'm able to meet the standards of my rent and pay my car note. I don't have shit to do after that. I can't go to the club. So if I'm dealing with a nigga or a man, they want to be like, look, can you help me? See, Eve is in a tight spot right now. That's why it says in Isaiah 32nd chapter, or what it says, Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32 states about you, rise up, you women that be at ease. Okay? You've been at ease, but now the Lord is using Donald J. Trump to apply pressure. Now you finna feel the pain. And that goes for the so-called Edomite woman, the so-called white woman as well too. You feeling pain also. Go ahead,
This Isaiah chapter 24, verse 11. It says, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkness.
Yep. And that cry for wine is what? It's truth, man. Okay? The Holy Bible. Okay? I hear what we got in our hands, man. Okay? There'll be a cry for wine in the streets. People are gonna want to seek answers. How do you seek answers? By seeking the men. Okay? We're gonna want to find out where we are. What can I do? Because the Bible speaks about people being in great confusion.
Yeah. That's
so
Luke.
we don't know what the hell which way to go, which way to turn, and what the brother's going into. Ultimately, these tariffs is destroying the economy and will usher in the mark of the charagma. Okay, put it like that. The charagma of the beast. Put it like that. Salaki. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Just further backing up that point, that's why I say, all joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone.
All joy is darkened, man. There won't be no more going to these damn venues down here on the street. All right, these damn clubs, the live after 5. Okay, Mardi Gras, Essence Fest, Jazz Fest, NBA Finals, March Madness. All that joy finna be dark, man. Okay, the Lord finna bring terror through death. You got planes still crashing. Okay, earthquakes everywhere.
2 days straight, they didn't have about 2 or 3 planes to crash.
Yeah,
2 days straight.
And this year alone, you've had over 483 tornadoes. That's a record. Over here in Babylon the Great. 480 tornadoes. All right? Now you finna go into what? Hurricane season.
That's right.
Okay? You and Roddy were talking about that in the chat about how they do stuff like that, like they did out there in Cali when the houses burned down. They cut the insurance ahead of that time so that when it happens, you're not able to file your claim.
Yeah.
They doing this because they know something is coming.
Yeah. They're
orchestrating it. It's going to be a horrific hurricane season. I the one right this up. So your flood insurance, nah, don't worry about it. We'll do away with that right now. So when these catastrophic storms hit right now, not able to file a claim, you just left in shambles. What the Bible calls 2 Timothy 3:1, perilous times. All right, what you got?
Yeah, the brother was alluding to going into several situations that happened over the years when there was a bubble and the bubble burst. And this right here is he was alluding to the housing bubble, he alluded to the dot-com bubble, as well as another bubble. But this leads to recessions, debt crisis when the bubble bursts, reduced economic activity, and financial losses. And what's going to happen when Jake has financial losses? when it's reduced economic activity, when you're not able to go to work, when you're not able to make your money, when you're not able to pay your bills, when you're not able to feed your family, what's gonna happen? That's conducive to what the situation that the brother was bringing out, that bubble bursting, and people are gonna lose it. When the brother brought out, he said,
Well, the bubble has already burst.
Yes.
It's been burst. I didn't wait for all the right type of event, for all hell to break loose, which is going to cause martial law in these streets right now.
yeah, what you say?
So Black Rock, I put in the chat earlier, the CEO of Black Rock has already said America's on the brink of a recession.
Yeah.
If not, they're already in a recession right now.
No, we're in a recession.
Well, they're throwing that word recession out there. It's not a fucking recession right now. Okay? You're on the brink of an economic collapse.
Point blank.
Everything shuts all the way down.
As a matter of fact, they don't even want to say recession. They let alone say depression. Because prior to what we've been speaking about a few camps ago, you brothers were bringing it out. Desperate measures.
Desperate time call for desperate.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, huh?
Yeah.
When people don't have nothing to lose, they lose.
There you go, huh?
I mean, Gerald Salenti said it all the time.
Yep, and I seen him the other night. He said, look, this is the beginning of the end for America right now. And that's pretty much point blank, straight to the point. You can hang on and latch on to America as much as you want, but this is what's going on right now. What Trump is doing, all right, yes, you can't just put the blame on Donald J. Trump. The Bible says in Jeremiah 51:9, Babylon is falling. It was already falling. So when a guy gets in office, he starts doing these things. Now they want to blame. You know what I'm saying? They want to blame this guy right here. America was already circling the drain before this guy got in office. It's over with. It doesn't matter who you put in office.
Doesn't matter.
It's finished. All right. Who was reading?
That was it on
That was it on the thing.
yeah.
I got one.
Well, we got it.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's finish that Mark, which is Mark chapter 3, and verse 25 in the NLT. It says, similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart.
Yeah, man, you got three, 5 people in the house, 2 against 3, 3 against 2. That whole system gonna fall apart, man. Why? Because you can't be in agreement. Somebody give me Amos 3 and 3. You can't be in agreement. When you're not in agreement with somebody, it's always gonna be friction. You got? Okay, yeah. When you're not in agreement, you're gonna have friction, man, all day. You're gonna have that variance, that fighting against each other, man. All right, and that's what time we're in when it says civil war. It's not just talking about race wars. All right, race war is gonna be very pivotal in this time, and that's why all this hate is being conjured up. But you're gonna have gender wars, race wars, political wars, class wars, economic wars.
Trade
wars. Look at all these different wars.
Food wars.
Actually, food wars.
They're going to use food as a weapon.
Food is going to be a big war. That's going to be a weapon. That's going to lead to people invading one another. Groups of people clicking up with each other.
All this is leading to 2nd, 15, and 16 coming to pass. These what's going on with this whole economy. But remember, the stock market is different from the actual economic system. The stock market is a whole other ball game. So you see stocks go up, they fluctuate.
Yeah.
Up and down. Matter of fact, when Trump put that pause on the 90-day tariff, stocks went up
2,000, 3,000 points.
In the next 24 hours, they took a nose dive right back down.
That's right.
1,500 points.
So it's good that we got brothers that's in this thing of ours that actually in it, in the economy. It's gonna crash in the goddamn way. So, you can still get in it. Why not? It's a perfect time. Right now is the perfect time. Even Trump put it on Twitter. How true it is. He said now is a good time to buy.
Buy the dip.
Now it's time to buy. But no, the great buying is coming. According to Revelation 13, verse 16 through 18, that buying and selling is coming to a fruition. You're going to have that karama in order to do anything in society. All prophecy is surrounded by the MOTB. Period. It's just what it is. No matter where you want to go, here, you want to go there, you want to go here, you want to go there, all circle around to the MOTB. Period. And I got to do both videos for that.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 3, it says, can two walk together except they be agreed?
Yeah, so how can Esau be in league with Esau if they at each other nick, man? Democrats against the Republicans, man. I hate you for what you believe in. I hate you for what you believe in. And they all playing on the same damn page, man. All right, behind the scenes, they eat dinner, going to lunch together, because they all on the same team.
All tied together.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when Jimmy Carter died, you seen Obama and Trump sitting side by side, you know what I'm saying?
People were mad.
Chuckling, having a good time. They all in bed and league together, man.
Yeah. Even with these major companies, they all in league with the MOTB, man. All right? They just going along with the motions, man. But they all a part of this new transition, this new world order. They're all of it. At the top, they're all a part of it. So, but they're not going to be able to keep this thing going if they got all of this friction, man. Class friction, family friction, economy friction. They're not going to keep going. They're actually killing each other or collapsing from within. All right?
I was wrong. I was wrong as wrong. From within. All right? Going back to the ancient Roman Empire, that house was divided. So now everybody's all on you. I'm looking at you with an under eye right now. I got to do something to take his ass out. Maybe poison. All right? Put so much stress on him, he commit suicide. Like the four emperors. Antilles, Vespasian, Galba, Otho. All them Roman emperors did what?
We're at each other.
Either you ate each other's neck, or you committed suicide. All right? Or you were assassinated. All right? This is what we had today. All right? Yeah, you can talk about, man. You can talk about Trump all you want, man. All right? He's a puppet for the elites. That's what it is. The Lord is using these men, put them in there. All right, let them do their job. But the Bible says, only he who now liveth will live until he be taken out of the way. The Lord is letting them do whatever the hell they want to do. Okay, so the Lord says that's it. All right. So while he's getting ready to implement that MOTB, the Lord gonna rain fire upon him and cast him out of his policy. Okay.
Out of his heaven.
I got an article.
Go ahead.
It's an article from Reuters. There's no easy escape from the U.S. bubble economy. It's London.
Let me say this too. What source that is? Rouge?
Reuters?
Yes. Authentic website. All right. Make sure you get that on your Rouge. R-E-U-T-E-R-S. I'm not mistaken.
R-E-U-T-E-R-S.
Yes. Make sure you get that. Authentic websites. All right. These are the platforms that we go get our prime time information from. Okay. Reuters. All right. Not go through a list of them. Okay. Go ahead.
It says Donald Trump has suspended U.S. tariffs above 10% on imports from countries other than China. Investors let out a collective sigh of relief. Still, the events of recent weeks show that the president is serious about pushing the interests of his political base at the expense of Wall Street. And we ultimately know that's going into Yahweh Bashim Yahushua pushing his interests, because the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
What does that mean?
Proverbs 21:1. You are not in control. That's basically what it means. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is putting the pieces down wherever so he wills to put those pieces.
Whatever I want to put in August, I'm going to put in August. It's my show. It's your house shot. He's running. If I want him in, Trump was in previously, wasn't it? Before he's in now, right?
Yes.
Took him out, put Biden back in. Take Biden out, put who back in? Put Trump back in. All right?
Yes,
God. So the Lord does whatever he wants to do. This is his program. This is his part. This is his party. Okay? The Bible says he bringing up one and taking down one another, man. Okay? Go ahead, Dr.
It says his administration is also promising to reduce the U.S. trade and fiscal deficits. Trump's policies pose an existential threat to the American bubble economy.
And that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yes, it is.
Hey, you're not getting out of no. That bubble you talking about earlier? The bubble you said it's the stock market bubble, the housing bubble.
Yes, bro.
Got the debt bubble. It cannot be fixed. Not prepared. Go ahead.
And Japan discovered.
If so, she may be healed.
Take balls for her.
Right, bro.
And Japan discovered 3 decades ago, there's no easy escape. A bubble economy is one in which the financial sector crowds out the real economy. Asset prices become severely inflated and detached from their underlying fundamentals.
Right, you people ain't gonna be able to pay for your daily necessities, man. That's all he's saying. You're not gonna be able to pay for your daily necessities. What happens if the consumer, we're the number one consumers. If the consumer cannot pay for the product, then the product cannot be sold.
Come on.
If this product can't be sold, then the factory go out of business. The workers get laid off.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's happening a lot too.
That's been happening a lot. Jobs have been closing down. Businesses that have been the fixture of America, man.
Brother.
Macy's, man. Sears, man.
J.C.
Penney. These were the backbone of this country, man. All right, all these what the manufacturer jobs. That was the backbone. That's how America came up, and they outsourced that.
There you go.
Over there. And now he's trying to bring it back. It'll never happen.
Real quick, if I could just add on to what you're saying, and they're also, and then the jobs that is still standing, they're only hiring a certain amount of people. That's all they can afford. You know what I'm saying? There's only so many people they can keep at the job to, you know.
With that boy Jeff, with the governor, didn't he just yesterday?
Put a freeze on. But that's not that what we thinking it is. It's not that about the actual hiring. It's not a freeze on the actual. So I want to get a fucking job at Walmart. Well, they got free right now. We're not hiring.
Government, federal job.
That's what it is. These are big high tech corporations that's doing that. That's what's going on right now. So you start there. It's all about the gradualism.
Right.
Apostles always do that. You start up top. And it took us all the way down.
Yes.
So by the time, all right, this thing hits, you're not gonna have nobody in the fucking workforce. It's one of the big tech companies. Now you all the way down to these lower income jobs. We don't need you workers no more. So while they're doing it, that's what they're doing, ushering in the artificial intelligence with these damn robots.
Yes, indeed.
We don't have no more need for humans right now. Put the damn robots in right now.
That's right.
All right.
The robots are being made more and more human-like.
Yeah, and what they're gonna do is usher in a universal basic income. So the people who do not have jobs, well, how the hell am I going to pay anything, get anything right now? We'll just give you $2,500 or $5,000 a month. They showed you that on the movie The Purge. Esau put it right in your face.
Yeah.
Did he not do that?
Yeah.
Did he say, well, how the hell am I going to be able to have the money on? We'll put a tracking device on you.
Come on.
Hey,
the tracking device is what?
That's right.
MOTB.
Yeah, the MOTB, but he gave him them eye contact lenses. So he was actually able to see everything you were going through.
Yeah, that's
and track you, right?
Yep.
This is a clever devil, man.
Take it out, then you went in the bathroom, and you put it in his eyes. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? You actually put that Karox.
There you go.
In your side.
There you go.
Now they didn't actually show the actual function of the grain of rice.
Yeah.
The MOTB going inside of his hand or forehead, but putting that in with your eyes. It's in light now.
Because like it says in the scripture, even those who don't actually put it in, you still conform.
You don't conform to the system. To taking that Karoq.
Still worshiping the image. There you go.
Hold on, just to back up what Dawud was saying real quick. I'm going to let y'all get it. Real quick. Speaking of the robots. All right. It says humanoid robots now work in the line at BMW's U.S. factory.
Right. Yeah. So wait a minute. He want to bring manufacturing back here. That's a line in itself because he want to make AI workers of the manufacturers. That means he's gonna cut out all you people. He's saying he's gonna bring it here for. All right. He just lying, man. If they do bring manufacturers, it's gonna be AI technology. All right. AI gonna be running. You're gonna have a few men here and there, but it's not like you're gonna have a whole warehouse full of men.
Which goes into his magic on the left hand side. His miracles, Salaki, on the left hand side. That's what's going on. Like the brother say, outsourcing. You people who bleed red blood, you blue-blooded Americans, you are no longer needed.
Nah, he don't need you.
Pack it up.
He don't need you, man. and that's why everything he said, all these promises, remember, he broke all his promises with everybody he dealt with. The Native Americans, the EU is leaving them. You got Turkey about to leave the EU. You got Canada, his main ally, beefing with him. All right? This man is a tyrant. Great Britain. This man talking about he want to take Greenland. He want to make Canada the 51st state. He want to make the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. This man is out of his mind.
Let me do you one better than that. Trump said on yesterday, he said, now these nations kissing my ass.
Oh, didn't you know? Didn't you know?
Live TV.
Hey,
Yeah, what he said, bro.
his words were smoother than butter. But war was in his heart.
War was in his heart, man. And you think them other nations ain't listening to this and getting stirred up? The Lord is stirring Trump up to say these things to stir up these other nations. So when they get to the point where they're done, they're completely done, BRICS has already cornered the dollar. All right, Saudi Arabia is not dealing with the oil no more. Okay, your main allies are turning against you. Hey, you got China saying, "Well, man, I'm gonna go talk to India, man."
Not dealing with the oil. This is getting out of the petrodollar.
Yeah,
There you
the
go.
petrodollar. Yeah,
So
yeah.
Saudi Arabia saying basically flip the bird at at America. Basically you can go fuck yourself. That's basically because when you do something within a tariff or a trade war, you're telling me basically
Yes.
to go F yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so Saudi Arabia ditching the dollar and moving toward the BRICS and on the brink of being inducted inside of that nation. That's a slap in the face to America, and it's ultimately an act of war.
Yes.
On the political side. So what's going on right now is going to lead tariffs, going to lead to trade wars, like we always say, beginning with the elders and apostles, great millstone. Trade wars lead to real wars.
Yes, bro.
So now you got the damn chess game with China, all right? America just going back and forth. Everyone's seeing this. Hold on now. See, at one time you wouldn't hear nobody talk about what's going on Earth right now.
None of that.
Now that these tariffs are hitting right now, you go in any damn store right now, you see people talk about, well, damn, this man in Trump is doing this right now, now I can't afford it. Because now the pain is being felt right now.
Yes. Yes.
All right? Now the pain is about to be felt on a higher level.
And it's not like it was before. Before, when they was feeling the
Let
pain,
me get that, man.
they wasn't able to say nothing.
Bring it down.
They wasn't able to say nothing at all. I wish you would say something. But now, this place has gotten weaker. Now these people are like the brother y'all just brought up. They rising up now. Bitch, fuck all that.
That was the
we
whole.
gonna say something.
Yep, that's the whole purpose of nationwide protests last week. Hands off our money, hands off our economy, hands off these food prices. Just whatever you got your hands on, you messing it up. So take your hands off.
Yeah. Hey, it's the 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Right, victuals, talking about the goods, the merchandise, the products. All right. At one point, they were
Things you buy.
the things you buy. At one
So
point,
I'm gonna let you get it back.
You got it,
The thing that you buy is going to ultimately lead to what? The 13th chapter of Revelation, 16 verse through 18.
Come on. He calls it out.
No man can buy or sell,
Yes.
save he that had the Quran. This is what this is all leading to. The pathway to the MOTB is here now. MOTB is here.
And you're not gonna be able to think that you slick, think that you smarter than the system. And oh well, the eggs at the Walmart or the Costco's or the farmer's market or wherever, oh they too high. I'm not going over there. Guess what? I know a lady over here, or I know a man over here. He got some chickens. He gonna put me on this list. I'm gonna be able to go get some eggs from over there from him. You hang that up.
The definition of victuals, food, daily bread, cookie,
Right,
chow.
right.
Chow.
You know, they like use that word down. Some chow, edibles. Okay.
Commodities.
Yep, that's what it says. Stores.
Yep.
Remember, 2 6 and 22 says what? The storehouse shall suddenly be found empty, man.
Yep.
Because everything's gonna be shut down. And if it is still open, people are gonna ramshack these damn stores and get everything out of there, man. You got niggas riding horses inside. Jake down here in Baton Rouge riding horses inside of Walmart, man. Like, what the hell is going on? How much more of the people, though? So where the security? Where the security? We got 4 or 5 horses from what these niggas is riding inside of a Walmart, man. Okay? What is security at? Why the Bible says they should have no pity upon thy neighbor.
Yeah.
Still spoiling and destroying their goods.
How was she standing
in their hand? I mean, whoever from the city officials to the U.S. senator or the governor or what his name is down here, Landry. John, what is it? What
Jeff Landry.
Jeff Landry. That's his name. It's Landry. Jeff Landry. They gonna come get his ass too. All right, wherever you at, man. We're in that time right now. Let's finish off right quick, guys. I'm gonna get it. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
All right, World War III, man. Great confusion. What's gonna happen with the tariffs, man? How the stock market gonna go today, man? He keeps putting them on and taking them away. Man, I'm so confused. What am I supposed to put my money in? Now you got the stock market fluctuating. But there's a great passage from the hills. We're on the verge of that. All right, these governments will crumble under this united dollar, man. All right, because the dollar is the hegemony across the whole planet. All right, and everybody connected to it, they're gonna crumble. That's why all these different countries diversifying, man. They diversifying with gold, silver. All right, they trading amongst each other so they can get away from that dollar, man. It's called de-dollarization. All right.
Now they're trying to do a denuclearization with Iran.
Oh no.
And the prime minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, has publicly stated, as of yesterday, I think it was 3 days ago, say, look, in this nuclear deal with Iran, it must include the whole dismantling and explosion of the whole nuclear facility. That's not going. Boy, don't get me pissed off. That would never happen. Iran, hold on now. Iran been had the bombs, plural, and they are making what? More bombs. Through the uranium, through the plutonium.
Yes.
239, 320. They have been making this throughout the course of the years. Look up on YouTube right now. Iran did a whole segment documentary on what was called Missile City. Trump, you're not going to come in and say what these people can and can't do. Be a damn bullet. No. Like the brother mentioned earlier about Greenland. We're going to take over Greenland. No, that prime minister always say, you're not coming over here doing a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
And if you do, it will be military conflict. What you got up?
Oh, they got an idiot going around on the YouTube right now talking about some that there aren't any missiles. That there aren't any nuclear missiles. It's all a fabricated story to keep you people in check. Believe it, homeboy. It's missiles. And there's plenty of nukes out here. And these different countries, these smaller countries, they have them. And they have the capability to shoot them off. And guess where they're going to shoot them off to? First and foremost. Right here. To this land of unwalled villages.
Real quick. 2 16 verse 22. Let you get it. I ain't forgot about y'all. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
So you Americans can't go 3 hours without eating, man. So how you gonna survive that? All right. When the water gets taken away, and these food trucks ain't going to these stores no more, man.
When this water get taken away, this food and water, these holy scriptures.
Yes, brother.
Because the Bible speaks about what? The famine of the word. You got 2 famines in the Bible. The physical famine,
okay,
food and water. And this is what?
Food and water?
Yeah, this is what keeps us alive right now.
Okay. You people gonna be in double jeopardy, man. You're gonna be in a world of hurt, man. All right? All right, and that time
Bible says pitiful case,
you're gonna be in a severe, pitiful case, man. The lowest of the low. You're gonna go from thinking you got something, thinking you got a so-called life, to knowing that you ain't got nothing, and you ain't gonna have nothing. And in order to get what you need, you're gonna have to lay something down. All right, you're gonna have to show me you independent in that day. You're gonna have to show me you strong. All right, because most men are gonna have their hands on their stomach. Most men are gonna be yelling and screaming and crying for what? All of the hell that's coming on.
Bottom line.
Everybody around. Go ahead.
I was asking now, brother. You finished?
I got an article.
Yes, go ahead.
This is an article. It's a Gator 99.5 article online. It says grocery items Louisiana residents should stockpile up on before prices spike. It says some grocery prices are expected to go up soon, and it might happen faster than we think. After President Donald Trump announced plans for new tariff on imports.
Oh, let me go get my beans before the tariffs go up. Let me go buy this new car before the tariffs go up, because when they go up, it's gonna be too hot. So now y'all going out there hoarding, going around panic buying. There you go, the water. Y'all going around panic buying. Let me get my stuff right before these tariffs kick in. That ain't gonna save you, man. Y'all going around prepping. Prepping is not gonna mean that guarantee that you're gonna be in that spot at that time.
Because just like the scripture, Brother Boy, when he said the storehouse is suddenly be empty. So if we got these tariffs on the imports, the majority of the food imports come from these different countries.
Don't they though?
So if they go rapidly, scarcely go in there, fearfully go in there and buy up everything, how the store's gonna
The brother brought it out earlier. He said everything being outsourced, so ain't nothing being made here. What's being made here? Then back to the article you had.
You want to tell me?
It says
The thing that's coming over here that Jake needs from Taiwan, China, or whatever like this.
the rice, the beans.
All those different
Commodities,
everything like this. That's gonna put.
It's
so much fucking
pressure.
pain. It's so much pain that's coming
so much
to you
pain.
people, man. And we love it, man.
Hey,
It's time.
Hey, you're right. What did Pac say in that song "Smile"? It's gonna be some time.
Oh, it's gonna be some things to do. It's gonna be some things you're gonna see in the future. It's gonna be some things that you're gonna see. It's gonna make it hard to smile in the future. The nigga one line. All right. Well, regardless of what you think about him, he was right about that. But according to biblical prophecies, we are the true men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We wholeheartedly believe that, beginning with our beloved elders and apostles. We're telling you the same thing. It ain't gonna be nothing to smile about in these coming days. My brother brought it up earlier about all joy is dark.
All Murphy's gone. All joy is dark.
Walk down, happy day, all hunky fucking door and everything like this. Smile gonna turn to frowns, man. Weeping and gnashing of teeth. And then the reversal is transformed to where we're doing what? Smiling and laughing. Okay?
Proverbs 1.
Yep. And also in Isaiah 65. All right? The Bible says we shall sing for joy. While you shall cry for sorrow and vexation of spirit.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a miserable thing. And that's a good scripture, 2 Ezra 8 and 50. It's gonna be a miserable time to watch your little babies go without food, man. I don't know if y'all ever thought about that or imagined it, but when you see your 2-year-old, your 10-year-old not have no food, your wife ain't got no food, that's gonna play on your heart, man. That's gonna make you miserable, and there's nothing that you can do. You know what I'm saying?
It says in some more in this article. It says many experts believe that food prices. Experts will believe that food prices will rise. Even billionaire Mark Cuban has warned people to buy certain.
What the hell is he doing involved in this? You're the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. What the hell are you involving yourself? This is how you know America's is a joke, man. America's a joke, been a joke, man.
Hey, but China just said that. China said these tariffs, you a joke. They just had an article on it. Go ahead,
It says to buy certain everyday items now before store rises their prices.
Yeah, so you trying to escape the pain. You trying to get ahead of the game. All right? You trying to win. There ain't no winning when this society crash, man. All right, the stuff you hoarding, the stuff you buying up in lumps, people gonna break in your house and take that. They're gonna take your woman too. They're gonna take your kid. They might take the dog.
Even you.
Ain't no might. Not a might. Jacob trouble habit, not a might. Yeah. Everything goes wrong. It can't go wrong. It goes wrong.
Trump playing with y'all lives. He got a poker face on. He calling the bluff for the other countries, but the other countries are calling his bluff. He sit there on national television talking about the other countries are kissing my ass. Them people's not kissing your ass. Them people know you full of shit. Them people know you.
They do know.
What he's saying is
they call
me putting these tariffs on. Now you want to kiss my ass for me to pull it back off.
Yeah.
The pressure I'm applying to y'all. That's why it's paused. You know, the 90-day thing you got going on right now is paused right now. Now you want to kiss my ass, you want to come to the table, you get a phone call, and talk about it. What is a meeting? A meeting to discuss what's going on.
Yeah.
So we can avert,
negotiate.
We can avert things escalating to war, and it will be a war. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
So we have talks. We had the Prime Minister of Israel come down here, talk about tariffs, talk about the Iran nuclear deal, and certain other measures. Trump said, look, we're going to do this right here. Iran, going to be bad things happen to you if you don't come to this nuclear agreement right now.
Right.
So war is inevitable, but like I said earlier, it's a gradualism that leads up to it. So these tariffs, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. To where you wreak havoc so much on our economy and our people.
Now I got to get you.
I'm gonna fuck you up right now.
Now I got to get
That's what it's all coming to.
That's what the minister.
But the Bible says in Isaiah 13, they shall not regard their silver nor gold. All right. Stop that. We don't want none of that. We don't want nothing. You cause so much pain on our community right now. Gold and silver, it ain't gonna be able to get you out of this. We want blood.
They sick and tired of being sick and tired.
What you got out?
Just back up what you saying, and then you know how we always talk about Esau. We deal with gradualism, but that's how the Lord get down too. The Lord deals with gradualism. When you go into the time of Egypt, He didn't just destroy Egypt and deliver Israel right away. He sent a plethora of plagues. He sent many plagues before He just destroyed Egypt, the Egyptians, completely. So that's the same thing that the Lord is doing in today's time. He's sending multiple plagues before He get rid of Babylon the Great.
In the book of Genesis, is in the beginning. Yeah. It was gradualism from right there, and then it just. My brother read earlier, quoted it earlier in 2 14th chapter. Look how much the world's got weaker through age. That's the what? Gradualism. Remember, the Bible says, what it is, 2 15th chapter speaks about for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Because of the gradualism of these things, man. Okay? The Lord is controlling everything. It's His program. Okay?
Right. It's easy for the Lord to just destroy America with the snap of His finger. He can do that. But why do that to these wicked ass people from all the wickedness that they've committed? He gonna make these people suffer for what they've done. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing for His men to see. That's why the brother said earlier, we're gonna rejoice in these times, because we rejoicing right now. We happy to come out here on the weekends, all right, come out here on the highways and byways, because all week long we've been getting notifications through Rouge right now, through all these different apps that brothers posting on WhatsApp, all this different information. All right, we happy to be out here because we now finally seeing the downfall of our enemies, man. And the Lord is doing this strategically, the way He's doing it.
Even the tariffs are gradualism. They start at 10. They work their way up to 25, 45, 85. Now they at 145. They're just going to keep gradually escalating, man. But let me read this little tidbit of this article. It's an article from WSJ.
Hold on.
Just the top of it. Just the top.
You got it. I got it. Yeah.
It says, tariffs are taxes that a government places on goods that are brought in from other countries. When these goods enter the country, The businesses importing them have to pay extra money.
So Walmart, they get the goods from China, right? They're importing it to America, all right? So Walmart has to pay an extra tariff on all the goods they're getting from China, all right? And because they pay extra money, in order for them to be a successful business and make a profit, they got to raise up profits so they can combat the tariff, man. Combat the taxes, man. All right, so if you let's just say a $10 shoe, if they was $10 and Trump got 140% taxes on it, them shoes might go from $10 to 16 or 18. That's a big jump, man.
Shit, going from like I said earlier with them Nikes, going from they like 130, 150, something like that, 175 for them white G Nikes. All right, $400. All right, you want them? All right, this is the price for them. Jake gonna do any and everything to go get them. He got to have them.
Come on.
Imagine when the pain is hit, so crucial that the food is taken away, you're not able to go no damn way.
Right.
Only thing for you to do anything is to take this corral. You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So the word cause is detrimental in Bible prophecy. All right, it's gonna cause you to get it. I don't have it. Things are not normal. Things are never going back to normal.
Yeah.
My baby need food.
Yeah.
Kids need water. All right. They need gas. All right. If you standing in line, all right, to get crabs and crawfish, how much more the micro seal when everything shuts down? The brother read it earlier. All right. About what it is, Isaiah 24th chapter. About everything shut down. When everything shuts down, that's the cause and effect right there. All right, go ahead, Al.
It says, this usually causes prices of those products to go up for shoppers. Tariffs are often used to protect local businesses by making foreign goods more expensive, but they can also lead to higher prices on everyday items like food, clothes, and electronics.
Not because what do they have to do? They got to get rid of the middle class. That's what they're trying to do. It's called the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Right now, there's an in-between. You got a middle class. They trying to do away with that.
Shit, they done away with it already.
Yeah, that's
the 2019 and 2020 was when that happened. All right? Like the brother was going on to earlier, that 2008 was, or even further than that, was the start. 1929 was the start of it all. All right? Now you saw America you're capable of falling right now. So now what you got right now is like America just on the you across the edge and you on borrowed time right now.
That's the beginning of causes, which goes into the word pressure. And it says pressure is continuous physical force.
Apostle Baton spoke about that. Pressure from above, pressure from beneath. You got something coming from here, and from up under here. Squeeze. The squeeze. This is the squeeze that the Lord is using Esau to put on the people, particularly you tribes. Everybody else, all nations, particularly you tribes. Because according to Hosea 4:1, the Lord has what? A controversy with the inhabitants thereof, man. You tribes, man. So back in 2019 and 2020 was the ultimate destroying of everything. Even now with these tariffs, it has immediately destroyed small businesses in a matter of weeks.
And the tariffs are persuasion, the tariffs are influence, or intimidation. They intimidating the American public. Either you get with the program, or basically saying you sink, you swim, or you gonna sink. That's basically what's going on right now. That's how he's gonna go into the Revelation 13 and 16. He causes all, small and great, rich and poor, free or bond. That's what's going on.
Well, America, you can't get with the program. Whatever Trump is putting out there, he's already told the American people, you got, hey, just suck it up. Just take it. Yeah, take it. Because hard times is coming.
To make better time.
You with the program. You already with it. And it's going to be either you. The Bible says in the 13th chapter of Revelation, those that don't worship the image of the beast shall what? You're going to be put to death. Okay? Real quick. whoever you want it. Revelation 6 and verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red.
That red horse, it represents Esau, Edom, man.
Yep, going back to Genesis 25th chapter.
That
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, I got it.
Yeah, that represents Esau, Edom, man. All right, the so-called white man, which is in power, man. All right, and he been given power by who? The Lord Yahweh, while Yahweh side, man. Go ahead.
Yep, that red identifies him from Genesis to Revelation. Like I said earlier, like the 25th chapter. All right, it identifies him as what?
Being red.
It's red,
red.
Yep.
And when you actually look at them, because I look at Edomites all day at my job, they're actually super red, man, and it's actually disgusting. When you really look at them, you see all that red and that blood flowing through their face. If you really look at it, I'm seeing red men everywhere. But you got the nerve to call the so-called Native Americans red men. No, you the real red man. Your blood is translucent. You don't have no pigment. That's a curse unto you. So everywhere you go, people know that you are cursed from the Lord, man, because you don't have no pigment, man.
Only the elect know.
All right, you're a defect. The elect know. You're a defect. You got green eyes, blue eyes. All right, that's a lack of pigment. Yeah, that's a recessive gene. You're a retard, man. You're a leopard. All right, you got blonde hair. You got blue, yellow, purple eyes. All right, that look good to the world, but to the men of the Lord, you look like a reject, man.
Ultimately, red means blood. You can actually see a person's blood. You see them, like their skin turns red. It's that blood popping through those veins, those blood vessels. And the blood actually goes to him creating what? War, death, famine. That's what we read right here. Yep. It says with that damn like you get a steak.
Yep.
They like his steak what?
Well
done.
Esau will eat the steak what?
Rare,
bloody.
Bloody.
All right, that's how you identify who he is, man.
And they even got red roast beefs, man. Y'all eat y'all roast beef red. I just figured that out.
And some of them eat it straight on roast.
Filthy, nasty ass fucking crackers, man. All right, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, he got power, man, because the Lord put him in that space, man. He the wicked, man. All right, put him in the space to have power, be the wicked, do everything contrary to the laws, mess everything up, and then at the end, you shoot intercontinental ballistic against your own brothers, Russia. All right, because they're gonna destroy each other.
Yep. It says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right, kill one another, man. All right, that's them going against each other, man. They're gonna kill one another. All right, this Edomite ruling on this side, this Edomite ruling on this side, and now they're odds with each other now.
Like we was going into the secondary to the 11th chapter. They was doing that back then, during the time of the Roman time, where they was killing each other.
Yep. You had them emperors killing each other, man. All right, knocking each other off. Why? Because they wanted to be in that spot. They wanted to be that guy. Same thing we got going on now. Why are the heathens raging? Because China think they're going to take over and be the next power. All right, they'll be the next power in rulership. Russia think they up next. They think they're going to get that spot. Why are they hoarding all that gold? Because they know when the dollar collapsed, they got real substance, real money, man. Because they think foolish thought that they got up next. But we got up next. All right, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. What you got, bro?
All right, this Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So y'all just elaborating on y'all saying the kingdoms going against each other, and all the pestilence, famines coming.
That's really a twofold scripture.
Yeah.
Because it goes into flip the sound around. You got the table of nations back here. Everybody's with these tariffs going to cause Ishmael to go against Ammon.
Come on.
Moab against Jacob. Jacob again. Ultimately, the whole battle is all about Jacob and Esau. You're going to have all these nations that over here in Babylon the Great and across the whole world. It's going to be at war with each other. It's going on right now.
Oh yeah.
And ultimately, the nation is actually, with China, America,
Yep.
Syria, Israel, those things like that also. So that's happening right now, man.
That famine also going on in different places. That famine also trickling down over here on the soil of America. It's going to be the worst famine since ever been before.
Yep. And it's a controlled, engineered famine. There will be food, but you won't able to get it. And the only way you will be able to access it is if you have that corral. Because famine is the number one cause. Are we going into the word cause?
Yes. Make.
To make one do something.
Of course.
It's a forced play.
It's a controlled famine too.
That's what I just said.
It's okay, I'm just
and they're going to use food as a weapon.
That's right. Food is a weapon in lights. Once the lights go, it's over with. Once the lights go, it's done, man. All right? They can cut the lights off.
They can do EMP attacks.
EMP attack in this certain area. All right?
They will do it.
Let you people kill each other for a little while and cut it back on and tell you, look, you got to take this if you want to be a part of this new system. I can bring it out for you.
Hold on. Yeah, I got to get this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Revelation 6 and verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
And that go back to slavery, man. All right, having a yoke, all right? And we have physical chains yoked on us, man.
The new yoke
is slavery.
Yeah, the new yoke is that corral.
All right.
What the new yoke we have right now is your birth certificate, Social Security number, your IP address, all those other things that connects you and binds you to this crock ass devil.
Yep.
And ultimately coming with that MOTB with full total control. They even got, like we said earlier, gradualism.
Yep.
Got facial recognition.
Yep.
They got debit cards with chips in them.
Yeah. Oh, they're using their phones now.
Took cards, yeah. I mean, over there in Sweden, it's going down already. It's
gradually.
They had it over there.
Been had it.
So you go from cash to food stamps to cards to now you got it in your phone. So what's the next thing?
Go back further than that, Grandma used to have that phone. You pick it up and you do the damn thing all the way around like that. You do all the way around. You wait for the goddamn thing to go all the way back around. Yeah. You go from there, cell phones. Well, no,
the flip phone, a page.
Well, you go to the actual corner store.
And
you use the pay phone there.
Payphone, yeah.
The people come to the prison.
Yes.
Now the gradualism takes place. Certain steps and measures.
The Nicole.
Now you got
the two-way page.
The Nokia.
Yeah, there you go.
The two-way page.
Yeah.
You had the singular,
the twerp,
the sprint. Okay. These are now you got the Android and the iPhones. Yeah. All right. Soon they're gonna do away with that. There won't be no need for that because you're gonna be the actual internet yourself.
That's right.
It's called the IOB, the Internet of Bodies.
I just left.
There won't be no more need for you. You're gonna be able to once you take that Karagma, it's gonna tie you and link you to them towers that's up out here, them G towers, and you're gonna be the internet. Period.
This brother right here, he working at Amazon. He say on your badge, you gotta swipe the badge and you can get something from the concession stand. I was just at the hospital last night. The lady was at Panera Bread over there, Our Lady of the Lake. The man gave her price. She got a little ID with a little zip card on. She did like this here. Got her food and went on about her business. That's what it's coming to.
Read it again. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And the black horse represents what? Ultimately, like the brother said, slavery. But ultimately represents right now what? Bad times. Jacob's trouble. So Esau's red, he's black, and he's pale, as I'm finna read also.
Yeah.
Okay? And black represents what?
Yeah.
Death. All right? Hey, I read it in
Gross darkness.
Yep. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. That goes with the economy. Okay. Like we said earlier, you got the something called GDP. Something in the economy called GDP, gross domestic product, which gives a certain amount and percentage rate of the goods and services being brought in. If you got a precedent that happens, now we can't touch the package because one can get what? Infected by it. So you got to keep hands off of it.
Come on.
All right, so that's prohibiting things from coming into what? The inner city through these ports.
That's right.
Okay. Matter of fact, is the port strike? Is it still looming?
No, they got that.
They averted the deal. Went back to the deal.
Yeah, they
got a deal on it.
Some kind of deal worked out for a second.
Motherfuckers, man. Okay. So
Oh,
the balance
that's
is deal.
coming
The balance is deal with the economy. Got the inflation going on. Okay. Trump's gonna pump these tariffs out here. He's gonna do what? Hyperinflate these things out here. We get the definition of hyperinflation. Okay. Real quick for edification.
As you brought out earlier, it's all through gradualism.
Yep.
Slowly but surely.
Real quick. Hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is a rapid and uncontrolled increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy. It is characterized by a monthly inflation rate exceeding 50%.
Tariffs.
If you got things that's going over every 30 days of 50%, Jacob's gonna lose their fucking mind, man. All right?
So if the bread $5 now, tomorrow is $30. The next day is $90.
Come on.
The next day is gonna get to the point where one day of wages only gonna pay for that one thing of bread.
One loaf of bread.
One loaf of bread.
It says the rapid price increase lead to a drastic loss of value in a country's currency.
Drastic loss of value.
A de-dollarization
in a country's currency.
De-dollarization.
What country is that?
De-dollarization.
Hey, and rapid means what?
Quickly.
Suddenly, man.
Fast.
Bible says the law shall come like as a thief in the night.
Yes.
That's the day of the Lord right there.
Come on.
Okay. Go ahead. Got some more of that?
That was it.
All
That just showed you how, that gradualism is leading to the MOT to the B. Right?
Hyperinflation is going to lead to the MOT.
That's right.
Yep.
What we're reading right here in the 6th chapter of Revelation, finishing it off, it says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the floor be say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Right, yeah, the oil and the wine talk about the truth.
We got to get the rest.
I'm gonna get it.
He didn't want to go behind that bar now. All right. It says, Revelation 6:6, and I heard a voice in the midst of the floor be say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Right, that's basically going into, you might work a whole day, you might make $240, and it's gonna take that $240 to get that loaf of bread, man. All right, because the money is gonna be so weakened, so devalued, to where you're gonna need at least $200.
You gonna need 2 or 3 jobs.
You gonna you need 2-3 jobs right now. All right? And when the hyperinflation kick in, ain't nothing you can do. You can work 100 jobs. It ain't gonna help you. Cause the money gonna be, it's gonna be like Zimbabwe, man. Y'all ever heard of Zimbabwe where they had to have money in little barrels because it took.
You're not gonna need 2 or 3 jobs when hyperinflation hits you. You go over there taking it. We not. The Bible says a man should have. Give me secondaries. What that is? Besides secondary 16 and secondary 15 and 18.
See, I'm right there already.
See?
The city shall be trouble.
Oh, yeah, 15, starting at verse 18.
Go ahead.
19.
Come on with it.
All right, this 2nd Ezra chapter 15.
Back you up, y'all.
I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed. The houses shall be destroyed.
Yep.
And men shall be afraid.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
So we ain't gonna need. You're not gonna be. Women working 2 or 3 jobs right now to make ends meet.
Right.
When hyperinflation hits, they gonna be like, the hell with that job. I'm going in there taking it. I'm going to the store taking it. I'm going to your house and taking it. Go ahead.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword.
There it is right there, man. Okay.
Take
You think robbing is at a high percentage right now? Oh man, this is uncontrollable. A rapid increase. All right.
Yes.
Go ahead, brother.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
Why?
Because of the lack of bread.
I don't have nothing in my home.
Come on.
Jake eats a loaf of bread. Jake can go 2 or 3 hours without eating something. The next 3 hours, something is going inside of that mouth rapidly again.
Believe that.
Okay? So because of the lack of bread, go ahead and cite it.
And for great tribulation.
And for great tribulation. We always get that word tribulation.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hard times,
in
man.
the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
All right. We're coming into some savage times, man. And when it goes into spoil,
That word, they real quick out that word tribulation in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary ultimately goes into the natural part of one's life, which is our life. You know, it's a living hell. And ultimately, in a time of Jacob's trouble, okay, which would be a time upon earth that has never been the like, nor there shall ever be hereafter. Okay? So what you're going through now is nothing compared to what's coming upon earth.
right?
This says currency devaluation. The value of the currency plummets as prices soars, making it difficult to purchase even basic necessities.
So if you had 10 jobs, it wouldn't matter nowhere because you don't have enough hours to make the type of money to keep up with the inflation.
The wages.
Keep up with the inflation.
The wages are not able to meet that.
They ain't gonna be sufficient.
And even on these certain jobs that give you a raise, like I've been on a job where they give you see how things are coming upon earth. Well, in order to get to you need me on the job, right?
Yeah.
Well, so in order for me to be there, you have to pay me. You gotta give me a fucking raise.
Yeah.
I gotta get gas.
Yeah.
I gotta go to and fro.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm coming from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. What they call per diem. If you're giving people per diem, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain 50
When
cent,
you
maybe
travel out
$100.
of
There you go.
so many miles away from where you
There
stay.
you go,
Yeah.
Yes.
But
You got to give me that in order for me to get there right now.
right.
And then you got to increase the pay rate.
That's right.
I ain't coming to work from here from 70 miles from BR to New Orleans or New Orleans to Baton Rouge for some bullshit ass pay. Even though I'm getting per diem. Give me what I want, you're not gonna have no employees on the job. So you have to give you those
Those incentives
of the inflation that's going on out here. Okay?
Yeah, but at the same time, they increase your pay. But on the back end, as they increase your pay, if you stay in an apartment, your rent going up. If you stay in a house, your mortgage going up.
Well, did you say that, dog? Did Jake doing that over there, boy? Yeah. Over there in the area right now?
Your light bill.
Speak on.
Yeah, like with my apartment complex, they went up like $150 in 1 year. 1 year they went up 40. Next year they went up like 60.
What do you need this year?
This year they went up 150. That's this year. That's 2025. That's real life evidence and facts, man. So what next year gonna be? 250? How's a person supposed to survive? Let alone if you by yourself, you ain't gonna make it if you ain't got the Lord. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna need at least 2 to 3 people in the household to really live comfortably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I could just back up what you're saying too, in that what that was an article or
It's a hyperinflation definition.
Yeah, and one thing you said at the latter end was it's gonna make it hard to afford your basic necessities. So that's including soap, deodorant, things like that. All right, it's gonna be the real Walking Dead out here. Like you can see how the Lord bringing this together. Like you people gonna stink. All right, you can't go to the store and your CVS or the vitamin store get your vitamins. You're gonna be malnutrition. All right, it's gonna be the real Walking Dead. People gonna be like zombies around here because you ain't even gonna be able to afford your basic necessities, man.
Let me back you up.
You got it.
Sirach 29 and 21. The chief things for
They
life.
be like zombies anyway. They took that damn jab.
Yeah.
They gonna turn the volume up on that thing right there, which is already happening right now. You see a lot of athletes and, you know, people just dropping dead.
Yeah.
All right? You got Jakes who's speaking about the new covenant. The Lord jacked his ass up and put judgment upon him. Now he up in there, you know, blood pressure just skyrocketing through the roof.
Come on.
And you damn near out of here, homeboy.
Right.
George Foreman. You took that dab, George Foreman.
Did
And
he
now
know?
you in the spirit world. Go ahead.
Also, basic necessities goes into alcohol, peroxide. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen if you just step on a nail out here or something?
Cigarettes.
Yeah, they gonna really lose their mind.
Yep.
That,
He just put the tariff on or getting ready to put the tariffs on the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. Yeah.
People need their
Watch
diabetes.
it. Yeah, we don't want to go too far with that. We'll try to get you.
Well, yeah, I just want to make a point real quick. Like, if you step on some glass out here or a nail, in that time, you can't even put no alcohol on it right quick. All right? It said the basic necessities, man. Those basic things that you need in your day-to-day life, you ain't going to be able to afford.
And these are the basic necessities. Sirach 29 and 21. The chief thing for life is water
Yes, indeed.
and bread and clothing and a house to cover your shame.
Yep, water.
Where you reading that from?
Sirach 29 and 21.
Go ahead.
The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover your shame. So you people, hey, like you said, man, you're not going to pay for your basic necessities. So that means you ain't going to have a house because you're going to get put out. You're going to be a pilgrim around here, going from place to place.
The reason I asked you that because I think it's in actually, I don't know what a part.
It's just
In
Sirach
actual
39 and
rock
26.
here, it speaks about the principal thing for man's life. We're talking about the hopeful elect. Okay? So, like we always say, Jacob's trouble is not for the men of the Lord.
Right.
We're going to get caught up in these things. It's going to be a trial, all right, of our testing of our faith, because our temptation is fast approaching. All right. So the principal things of man's life are what?
Well, I got that thing you just quoted. I got Sirach 39 and 26.
Oh, okay.
The principal thing. This
Yeah,
is
see
what
that?
you
Oh,
quote.
yeah,
This is
that's
what
it.
you quote, man. I can back you up.
Water, brother.
Sirach 39 and 26.
Yes.
The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water,
Yep.
fire.
Need water, right, Doc?
Yes.
And the beloved brother always bring us
the water, bro.
a big thing of some nice water out here. The body is made up of what?
80% of water.
85 to 90% of water. Okay? And even then, right quick. What is this, Doc?
Water. Living water.
Living waters. All right? You need this to survive.
Food too, man.
That's why I said earlier, that's right, brother. That's why I said earlier, you got two famine that's coming. The famine of here and this, all right? Food and water with this word, and the physical famine of word.
No child.
That's what physical famine comes from, actual, all right? No food and water being for you people, man. That's coming too, man. The Lord gonna provide for us. Provide for us now. All right, through this food and water, don't be hold fast to this. The Lord gonna provide for us what? Physically, man. Okay?
And it said fire too.
I'm gonna let him get Go ahead.
The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. Go ahead. You wanna
I
bring it out?
want to make a point on that fire. All right, you need fire for what? To cook. Especially, you know what I'm saying, when the grain go down, you don't need fire. You know what I'm saying? Put some food on that, or put that water on that. You know, boil that water
Yeah.
to clean the
Water.
To clean the water, man.
Gotta stay warm.
Gotta stay warm.
You need that fire to see.
That remind me of the road. They was in the road, the movie The Road, and it was freezing out there, man.
Yeah.
What were they longing for? Fire, food, water, raiment. One of them, they caught a guy dead. They took his shoes off because they didn't have good shoes, so they just took his shoes. You're gonna have dead bodies in the streets, and people just gonna be taking their shoes off.
Hey, ultimately, fire goes, he said water and fire. The Lord used water to cleanse the earth previously, right? Flush it out. And water also is a what?
A cleansing.
A cleansing agent. All right, you get the spiritual water
That's
that cleanses you out to where you put out those doctrines of men,
Yeah.
these churches and everything like this. The fire does the same thing. This word is like into what? A fire, man. Okay? So those are the principal things. Water, fire. Go ahead.
Fire.
The Lord gonna use fire this time to what?
Burn this, the second debt. Destroy the word. Destroy America. Babylon. Second debt. All right. The first debt was the flood. Okay. Now we're entering into the second debt.
That's in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. You can find that. Everything we're going to the 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. Go ahead.
All right. Back in the middle of Sirach 39 and 26. Fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grapes, there go your water, and oil and clothing.
Yep. Those are all the things that we need to survive out here. The Lord will provide for his men. Okay? Pure and simple, man. Fire, iron, wheat, okay? Oil, all right? Got the oil. Okay, matter of fact, I was reading that in the 6th chapter of Revelation. All right? Matter of fact, let me get that. Back it up. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 6, the latter part says, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine, which represents what? The wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, man. Isaiah 33 and 6 go into what? The wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So we're not going to be hurt and affected by this. While all hell is breaking loose upon the whole planet Earth, we're not going to be hurt. Okay?
We're not going to be shaken up like...
Hurt is being what? It's being in a confused state.
In a bad case.
Not knowing what to do. Not having a goddamn thing. Okay? So people are not going to have things then. So it's going to succumb to them, cause them to get the MOTB. But we're going to be what? Okay? The Lord telling you we're going to be fine, man. Matter of fact, in this time, we're going to be better than we have ever been throughout the course of our life.
Right. Because we're losing right now. We at the bottom. We at the very bottom, man. We losing physically.
Bag you up, like I got to.
Go ahead.
It's Matthew chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 2, and I'm going to read through it. It says, Matthew 4:2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward in hunger. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the son of Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread. Verse 4, the point. It says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh. Yeah. Right. That just goes to show you that his word is more important than food. All right? Because it's nothing for the Lord to rain down manna from the heavens. He can do that.
He will. Miracle.
Exactly. All right. The
Lord did it then. He's going to do it again.
Yes, the Lord is going to provide for his men in Jacob's trouble. He's been providing for us all this time. What we going through right now, these little trials and tribulations that we having right now, the Lord is showing us that he's working with us. Brothers ain't got the best jobs out here, man. Brothers are struggling. All right? Brothers is doing bad out here, but the Lord still providing for them right now. So you got to remember that. And you got to remember that in Jacob's trouble. If he did it now, he's going to do it then when we need him the most.
Yeah. Beautiful. Because when you read 2 Timothy 16th chapter, it says, be thou ready for the battle. Make thyself ready to the battle. And be thou a pilgrim upon earth. A pilgrim is one that's going from what? Place to place. Yes. You watch the movie, The Book of Eli. Yep. Jacob was going from where?
Place to place.
I'm talking about at the crack of dawn, Jacob was on the move. Always navigating. Okay? And he was going on what? Faith.
That's right.
So a pilgrim is one that's doing what? Seeking a miracle.
That's right.
Or divine intervention from above.
That's right.
In a time of trouble, when we're off the grid, and we don't know how Jacob's trouble going to be, it can be, man, we know it's going to be the worst time in history. We know that.
We know that.
We may be together, we may not be.
Yeah.
Jake may be in Alcatraz by himself. All right? You say you got this fucking building, you got this building right here. It may be a place like that, and he's on a big ass island by himself. A big ass building. And guess who's going there? You.
That's right.
And me. Okay? It's finna. This is the time that we're coming into, bro. Okay? Prepare your hearts and minds.
Right.
Being a pilgrim, all right, is ultimately, all right, knowing, like the brother's going into, then you got to know how to do things when shit hit the fan. Some Jakes don't know how to start a fight.
Right.
Change the fucking tire on the vehicle. You see that all the time. Some of you niggas don't know how to change a tire. Bitch, you don't even know how to cook.
Right.
You don't even wash your body parts. You want to tell a man he don't know what to do. We know how to do. We know how to do it all. All right, because the Bible says what? Through your house shop, you can do what? All things, man. The Lord gonna provide spiritual power in that thing. We're gonna do any and everything that we want to. It's gonna take what? Faith to believe that though. Believe starts now.
Yep. Expectation.
This Revelation, the 3rd chapter, the 10th verse. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Because you've been diligent, coming in week in and week out, in season, out of season. You've been fervent in spirit, instant in prayer. Okay? Charity, giving alms. All right? Any and everything, fasting. All right? You've been diligent. Okay? Go ahead.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Lord gonna keep you from the hour of temptation. All right? Everybody's out there standing in line, getting that karama. Okay? You may be off for 3 to 4 to 5 days, even 10 days. All right? Fucking maybe 30 days.
Not a literal number.
All right? It may be 30 days. We don't know. Go ahead.
Come. Which shall come upon all the world.
It's a global event. All over the world. Globally, man. All right? North, south, east, and west. Come on.
To try them that dwell upon the earth.
To what?
To try them.
Give me the word try in that passage right there. No, David, you keep what you got. What we got brothers out here. Somebody give me that word try. All right? We're going to get into it to see what that word try means in that passage for more edification. Okay? The word try in the BLB, Blue Letter Bible, the word try in Revelation 3 and 10. We'll see what it says. Whoever got it.
Okay.
Come on.
Word try.
But we're coming up on a time where everyone is about to be tried.
Yes.
Specifically the men of the Lord.
Yes.
All right? Matter of fact, the Bible says it's around the 2nd chapter, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul with temptation. So now you being tried, but the ultimate trying, because you got what? You know how you play football?
Trials.
You got the trials. Go from here, there, then you get the real shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Now it ain't no more practicing with sleeveless shirts on. Now you finna do what? Throw them pads on.
Yes, I
Put them pads in that helmet on.
Yes,
now you finna be some contact out there.
put that jersey on with your logo on the back of the
Now you got and like LSU do. I was telling the elder the other day, LSU do the purple versus white.
Mm-hmm.
Southern do the blue versus gold.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we finna get to finna start hitting now.
Ain't no more scrimmage.
Right.
Ain't no more scrimmage.
Right.
Okay. Come on with it, Kanai. Yeah. Go ahead.
39:85.
Parazzo. What it says?
Outline biblical usage. It says to try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, to try, make trial of, test.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Hey, this is all what I can. This is
test.
all the tests.
Yes.
Everything that we're doing throughout our daily lives is all a test. But the true testing is coming to where you're gonna choose. Either you're gonna choose this system in Esau Edom. The Bible says what? Choose this day who you serve. You're gonna choose that God on the left hand side. You're gonna choose your Yahweh shot.
What it say, brother?
Come on,
It say-
watch it again.
It says to try or test one's faith.
Yeah. There you go, bro. Y'all
Yeah, look, faith has to be tried. All right, because you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? All right. So the things that you are about to go through is to try you to see if you really about what you be talking about. All right. It's a lot of men that can come in front of the camera, read the precepts, boom, bam, say this, say that, sound like the greatest prophet of them all. But when pressure hit, they pipe bust.
Correct.
All right, you're correct. So that's what this is all about. The Lord is about to try us.
Right.
It says,
No, read that again. I'm gonna get that. So back it up.
it says,
Is that yeah? Come on.
it says to try or to test one's faith.
Yep. Give me that precept.
There's two of them. I got Revelation 13 and 10.
That's it.
Okay. Revelation 13 and 10. He done leaded into captivity.
No, that's not it.
Okay. Revelation 14 and 12. Here's the patience.
That's it right there. Yes.
Revelation 14 and 12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that kept the commandment, that keep the commandment of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh side.
Read it again.
Here is the patience of the saints.
You say faith. I thought you said patience.
Patience.
I thought one of them said faith and patience of the saints. There's one that says faith and patience.
At the end of Revelation 13 and 10, it says, "Here's the patience and the faith of the saints."
That's it right there.
All right. Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yep.
He that killeth with a sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So see how they go hand in hand? All right? So you got works and you got what? Faith. All right? Patience is also tied into that as well, man. It takes patience to work, man. You got to be long-suffering, right? You ride that way.
Having a good work.
While you're still catching hell, you're still able to maintain your composure, your integrity, and still do it all.
Let me back the brother up right there. Are you about to
go ahead?
This 1 Corinthians 3 and 13. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Went to that word fire earlier, right? Fire is what?
What is it?
No, it's what the brother just read. What was reading in Revelation about the. No, that was you was reading about the test.
Yes.
Testing is what?
The trial.
It's going through the trial.
Yeah.
What? The fire.
That's correct.
That's the fire.
Got to go through the fire.
Well, the trial is the fire.
I want the knife. remember on the movie?
Yeah.
On the movie, the Golden Child?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember was walking that straight, narrow path?
And not spill a drop.
Not the drop. And then hand over. You got all the way to the end of it.
That's right.
You got the glory.
Yes.
That's how you got that's spiritual. Because it's going to take that straight and narrow path that walk that only a few find, get all the way to the end, real quick. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, and verse 23. He that shall endure the peril, which is what? Peril represents what? Danger.
Yes.
Fire. You endure the fire. In that time have kept himself. You read that word kept earlier, did it right?
Yes.
That was that. That word kept in Revelation 3 and 10.
Yes.
All right. If thou hast kept the word of my praise, I also what? Keep you from our temptation. So we're saying it here again. He that shall endure the peril in that time have kept himself. They that be fallen into danger, or such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. Because you've been diligent in this thing, you kept the faith, as Apostle Paul wrote about, saying what? I've kept his folk is a crown laid up for me. All right, I do the thing because I've kept the faith. All right, my work is done here. I can just go ahead and I can check out now.
Look what you just said. I've kept the faith. My what is done? My work is done. And we all know that faith
without works is dead.
Yeah.
Right? You can't say you got faith if you ain't got no works.
It takes faith for us to be out here what we're doing right now.
Yes.
We believe.
Especially when you're losing your family, you're losing your house, you might lose your job. It takes faith to recover over that, man. You gotta really believe in this, or else you're gonna get shifted out. You know how many men came in this thing and they weren't getting along with their wives and they fell out over it? All right, they weren't getting along with raising their kids and they lost their kids over it. That's them trials. That's that fire.
And just back on what you said, you done had brothers that could have made it to the league. All right, whether it was football, the NFL, NBA. You had brothers that could have made it to the NFL, to the NBA. And for your high Shemal shot, they counted that.
Shit, you done had guys I ain't gonna speak on it.
Right.
Guys that have been in the league.
Yeah.
You know, you done had your career. And now, it's over with, basically. Now what you doing now? Doing this work right here now. Because the fashion of this world passed away.
Yes.
that shit is only temporary.
That's right.
The Bible says the things that we see right now are temporary.
Temporal.
Things that we
Can't see
or what?
eternal.
So what ultimately that is?
That's the spiritual.
That's
thing.
faith.
That's faith. Yeah. That's believing in something that you don't see, man. We don't see Yahweh or Yahweh side, but we believe in it.
All right. Scriptures speak about we must work the works.
John the 9th chapter.
Roughly paraphrasing, while it's yet day, we must work those works.
All right. You get some one more. We can close.
I got a piece of it for y'all. Go ahead. This Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction."
Right. So all of this worldly, being in the world, these festivals, Jazz Fest, Essence Fest, Easter coming up, all of this shit is bullshit, man. That's the wide road, man. The narrow road is what we doing right now, man. Being sanctified from the world, being separated from the world, being fully conformed to the word of Yahweh Yahweh side and in tune with that.
Yes.
Like we said, we're thinking about the future.
Yes.
Future heaven. Yahweh side reigning. We as kings, wives, children, eternity to play with, chariots, man. That's the vision that we're in tune with.
Other planets.
Other planets.
Well, what the rest of the other people, what they was doing just a day or so ago, they was at a concert and the roof collapsed on their head.
Oh yeah, that's the DR. That DR. Dominican Republic. The water. Yeah, in the Dominican Republic, they're going to turn up, have a good time, not knowing that the roof is going to collapse and over 200 people died.
Celebrities, like famous people, and
A
all
lot of them Dominican baseball players.
Yeah.
They perished in that collapse. The Lord is terrible. All right. See, the Lord bringing judgment from Judah all the way down to all the tribes. The Lord getting them all, man. It's that time. All right, go ahead.
That's why it says, "For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction."
Right, they were going out there to think they're having a good time. That wide road and got destroyed.
Yeah. Left with nothing.
Those and all kind of folly there, and suddenly. See how shit happen just bad like that, man? That roof collapse on you, where you gonna go? Building just crushing down, hitting you from all sides right now. Man. And then you panicking, shitting, and pissing all over yourself. But the Bible says, Proverbs the 1st chapter, "I will mock when your fear coming." So that fear was coming upon them when they see it crashing down and the damn thing you can do about it. The Lord was laughing at you then. Yeah. We're laughing.
They were saying peace and safety in their heart at that time and sudden destruction. All right, a roof just collapsed like that.
Them daughter tried it. All them fast ass dances y'all doing right there. Yeah. And you know, they in the spirit world.
Try slide your ass to the spirit world.
Now they rooting for us.
Yep.
Now they're on our side. All right.
That was it.
That's it. Okay. All right. With that, we hope that this was edifying. All right, to the hopeful elect, man. All right, and before we get out of here, we want to turn to the east and give our glory and honor to
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim HaKadosh.
Double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS, man. Peace and salutation to your Akim across the four corners of the globe. All right, and sincerity and truth, man. All right. Baba Bob, Baba Bob, Baba Bob, Baba Bob, Baba Bob, Baba Bob. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
You gotta throw that shalom in there. You gotta put that signature over with the shalom. Shalom.